The dice of destiny. A young soldier stood before an old philosopher, clutching a pair of ivory dice. These decide my future, the soldier said. If I roll well, I will march into battle. If I fail, I will stay home. The philosopher smiled. The dice choose only the event, he said. They never choose the man. The soldier rolled a low number and fell into despair. The old man picked up the dice and placed them back into the soldier's hand. You lost the roll, not your character. Fortune controls the dice. Virtue controls your response. Years later, the soldier became known not for his victories, but for the courage he showed when fortune turned against him. Lesson: you cannot control the roll of life, but you can always control your character. 2. The king who gambled with fortune. A mighty king believed luck made great men. Every morning he rolled golden dice before making decisions. One day, an old Stoic walked into the palace carrying only a plain stone. The king laughed. My dice decide kingdoms. The old man replied, my stone reminds me that my mind is stronger than chance. Years later the kingdom fell during a terrible storm. The king blamed bad luck. The old man rebuilt villages with calm hands and steady purpose. The people followed the philosopher, not because he had fortune, but because he had wisdom. Lesson: luck builds kingdoms. Character rebuilds them. 3. The last roll. An old warrior had only one throw of the dice left. His students begged him to pray for a lucky number. Instead, he closed his eyes and whispered, if I win, I remain humble. If I lose, I remain peaceful. The dice landed on the smallest number. The students looked disappointed. The old warrior smiled. I already won before the dice touched the ground. Lesson: the greatest victory happens inside the mind before the world gives its answer. 4. The stone dice. Deep inside an ancient temple rested a pair of stone dice that had never been rolled. Travelers asked why. The guardian answered, because people spend their lives chasing lucky numbers instead of building unshakable minds. Every visitor left disappointed except one young boy. He sat beside the stone dice in silence. Years later he became the wisest leader in the land, not because fortune favored him, but because he no longer depended on it. Lesson: the strongest person is not the luckiest, but the one who needs luck the least. Closing reflection: life is like a pair of dice. Every day, events fall beyond your control. Some days you roll success. Some days you roll hardship. The Stoic does not celebrate the high roll or curse the low one. He stands unmoved, knowing that while fortune throws the dice, virtue throws the final answer. Virtue, wisdom, unmoved strength is a choice. Calm is a power. You cannot control the world, but you can control your mind.